Online advertising is unique in many ways and comes in many forms. In simpler terms, online advertising is posting ads on the World Wide Web. This type of advertising usually involves display adverts found on websites, social media, videos, or adverts on a search engine. Like traditional advertising, online advertising seeks to build brand awareness, create a demand, and satisfy this demand. But concepts like marketplace ads, tracking codes, web analytics, and pop-ups make it different. What sets online advertising apart from traditional advertising is it drives instant sales and conversions. Compared to other advertising mediums, the potential customer or consumer can visit a web page, see an advert, and click. It is as easy as a simple click. The internet in nature is highly connected, hence the instant sales and conversions. Here, online activities are easy to track and highly measurable. This way, adverts are easier to target. It is also an efficient way to accurately track and gauge the efficacy of the advert. Each display advert, whatever the type, can be tracked for success. Now that you have learned about the key differentiator, let's discuss the different types of display adverts. First in the list is the banner advert. This type of ad could be a graphic image. It could also be an animation on a website for the purpose of advertising. The usual format for static banners are JPEG or GIF, but it could make use of other formats of rich media like Flash, video, JavaScript, HTML, and other interactive technologies. Rich media is highly interactive. It allows the viewer to interact or carry out within a banner. However, banners are not just bounded to the area that they occupy. Some of them expand on when you hover over. Banner adverts have standard sizes measured in pixels. Certain sizes can be placed on certain website spaces. That is why it does matter. There are also various rates of click-throughs as well as conversions based on the variety of sizes. The bigger, the better. However, this is not always the case. It's always better to test to know what works for your brand. The most important thing to keep in mind is that all of this must be 50K or less when it comes to file size. Most of the time, advertising organizations include a tiny graphic overlay. These are placed beneath the advert. These graphic overlays do not require you to resize your advert. However, if you want, you can still leave a few pixels of empty space beneath each ad just to be sure. Second are floating adverts. You can see it in a layer over the content in the same window. The user typically closes it. It is also highly recommended to put a prominent close button at the top right-hand corner of your advert. You can use HTML or Flash to create this type of ad. It's only there for some time. Third are wallpaper adverts. You can see this type of an ad in the background of a website where it creates change. There are instances when this type of advert is clickable, but most of the time they are not. The effect of wallpaper adverts is not highly measurable since there is no click-through. It is principally made for branding. Now we move on to interstitial banners. These are usually in the middle of the pages on a website. Usually, you can see this right before the next page as you click from one page to another. The advert can be closed sometimes. Next are banners and pop-unders. These are adverts that pop up or under as the web page is being viewed. Usually, when you click a pop-up ad, it will redirect you to a new browser window. Instantly, you will notice an advertisement or a notification pop up. However, it will be apprehensive of a pop-under only after you shut down your browser window. Pop-ups and pop-unders were very well known back then in online advertising, but the audience became annoyed by it. Now, there are so-called pop-up or ad blockers. A lot of good web browsers have this. Sometimes, this is problematic. This is because a website will legitimately use a pop-up to display information for the reader. Lastly, map adverts are placed on online maps like Google Maps. This is fitting for local businesses. Usually, it is based on keyword searches that are used for what the brand is offering. Aside from the key differentiator and types of display advert, You also need to learn about the payment models. There are a number of ways to pay for display advertising. First is flat rate or sponsorships. Lower traffic website owners sometimes choose to market or auction banner space at a flat rate. This means that there is a fixed cost per month, no matter the amount of traffic or impressions. This is optimal for media buyers who may be experimenting with an online campaign that specifically aims towards niche markets. Next is cost per milestone or CPM. Here, the advertiser has to pay for every 1,000th time the advert loads on the website. When an interested party clicks an advertisement, the advertiser will pay, regardless of how many times the ad is viewed. The advertiser will only pay for the click. This is called cost per click. Cost per acquisition or CPA means an advertiser will only pay when a user does the desired action or delivers an acquisition. This action may be to buy, subscribe, or follow. Cost per engagement or CPE. The advertisers will pay for whatever interaction they want with the advert. These are usually placed in video applications like Facebook apps. An interaction or an engagement starts with a rollover that expands the ad. Then, it may have a video, game, form, or other interactive content. This ad will not let the user leave the web page. The best part is, advertisers are